So it seems that Cyberpunk 2077 is the next failure here. The next failure of a game. So, what's so bad about Cyberpunk 2077? Okay, what's so bad about it? Well, the PC version has a 6.9, which is still below average for an average game. It's mixed user reviews, still here. Here, but if you look at the console versions, that's why I did not buy it. I thank God I didn't buy the game, okay? You remember how bad Batman Arkham Knight was on the PC? Well, now PC Talk Red said, okay, we're gonna screw over console gamers and give you a crappy product, okay? That's what they're doing here. They're screwing over people who play consoles, okay? No wonder no one bought this on the consoles, because they're gonna screw you over anyways. Here is the reviews. For Cyberpunk 2077, a 2.9. And also on the Xbox One, Xbox One score, a 3.9. It seems that the Xbox version's way better than the Sony version, because Sony is... Well, again, both games have bad reviews, okay? It's considered one of the worst console ports of all time. Again, this happens a lot. And, maybe this is how we know what the truth. That's what CD Projekt Red was hiding, okay? They were hiding the fact that the console ports were broken, okay? People were disliking my video about I said how about there being no NPCs in the world of Cyberpunk. Well, that was on the PS4 version. That was on the console version, okay? And people didn't believe me. Okay? People were saying that I was a big liar. How dare you criticize, the developer, who can't do anything wrong. Project CD Wagon, they're so great. They're so amazing, okay? They're so great. How can you criticize them, okay? Before that, they made the Witcher 3, the Witcher series, and that's all they really made before Cyberpunk. But just looking at the Witcher scores compared to this game's score, it's absolutely abysmal. Nobody is going to be playing this game anymore, okay? No one's going to buy a glitzy and buggy game. No one wants to play a game like this. Thank God I didn't pre-order this game. I didn't buy this game because it just... thank God I didn't get this game. And we have here, the developers apologize, okay, for... You sort of just delayed the console versions then, okay? They said there were rumors that they were going to delay the game. They sort of delayed the console versions then. But of course... Like most developers, they have to rush out the games before the holidays, okay? We all know this failed before. Sonic 06 is one of those games. Sonic 06 was rushed out for the holidays, and it ended up being a glitchy, buggy mess, okay? Because they rushed it out for the holidays, because they have to get the holiday money, okay? And now, gamers are paying the price for it, because they have to get it out before the holidays, so you get the holiday sales, okay? And I won't be surprised that maybe we'll get disappointed. After Christmas, they can't play the game. Okay? And of course all the, the dummies are going to dislike this anyways, because they will defend CD Projekt Red and how great they are. That's why they were taking down videos. They were scared of people knowing that the game was buggy and glitchy at launch. They were same thing with Sword and Shield with Game Freak. They were so scared that we would affect the sales of Pokemon Sword and Shield. A company that owns the highest grossing media franchise, I'm talking about Game Freak now, was so scared that the anti-Game Freak crowd, which is a very small group of people, were going to ruin the sales of Sword and Shield, especially with Naughty Dog, when the leaks of The Last of Us Part 2 and the anti-woke crowd went en masse against The Last of Us Part 2, okay? They were taking down videos. It's only when it's going against them, okay? Only when it's going against these big companies, then they'll take down your videos. Nintendo did not take down any of my Hyrule Warriors leaks, and some of them were like actual story leaks, and Nintendo didn't take them out. Because Nintendo had confidence in the product. When a company doesn't have confidence in the product, they'll use scummy tricks and scummy tactics to take down videos or leaks of a game or movie. Okay, I don't even think that Lucasfilm took down leaks of The Rise of Skywalker, even how ridiculous most of those leaks were. Okay, same thing with other game Marvel movies. Disney, There was lots of people who post Marvel weeks or Disney weeks. Some people were scared that Disney might take down the weeks about Disney Plus, but Disney did not. But of course, please read the greatest gaming company of all time, according to top tens, which is again is before the worst video games of all time. Greatest video game. Okay. Companies of all time. Valve, Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA is not going to be on here because nobody likes EA. EA sucks. EA's at 8. How? Well, okay, EA has made a few good games. Naughty Dog won't be in the top 10 for a lot soon because they made The Last of Us Part. There's no real good gaming company anymore, okay? Where's Project CD Red? They're not even in the top 20 gaming companies of all time. Not even in the top 20. And everybody says they're like one of the greatest gaming companies of all time. And Game Freak, they don't even deserve to be in the top 25. Okay, so Project CD Red. Yeah, they care so much about its comfort to customers, okay? Yeah, they only care about PC gamers, not console gamers. At least they're listening to the fans and they're promising to fix it, unlike EA, okay? At least they're listening, they're listening. And yeah, Cyberpunk is not one of the best games of the generation because they botched the launch of the console version. You can't botch a launch of a console version and expect people to be happy, okay? And we're going to go at the most disappointing games. Yeah, we have the most disappointing video games of all time. I wouldn't be surprised Cyberpunk reaches this list. Most disappointing games of all time. This generation has probably been the worst generation of gaming. I'm just telling you that's the truth, okay? This generation had disappointment after disappointment. Games that were... And again, people get hyped up for some of these games. Like my number 9. I was saying this game was going to be garbage. And people were like, you horrible. How dare you criticize Mega Man? He's a part of my childhood. And when the game came out, the game sucked. The game was a pile of garbage. Same thing with No Man's Sky. I said the game would be a pile of garbage. People were like, how dare you say No Man's Sky is garbage until the game actually came out and it was disappointing. Okay? Fallout 76 is another one. Max Effect Andromeda and Amiibo Festival, that also counts as this generation. Yeah, we got Xeno as DLC. No, Xeno is not DLC, okay? Sephiroth was DLC, and Halo was DLC. Not your token puppet, okay? Pro Skater 5, Halo 5, Watch Dogs, The Last of Us Part 2. This generation has been filled to the brim of disappointing games, okay? Filled to the brim of disappointing games. Battlefront, Kingdom Hearts 3 made the list. Half of the list is mostly the current gen, the last generation games, because current gen is now PS5 and Xbox Series X. But yeah, the last generation now is the last generation of gaming consoles. Okay, worst games of 2020. And this has been like the most disappointing gaming generation of all time. Okay, of course Sony points are trying to tell you, oh, but God of War and The Last of Us came out. Okay, because Naughty Dog, he's developed by Crash Bandicoot, will not be made by Naughty Dog. Okay, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 had a botched launch on the console version. You expect us to accept it, Star CD Red. You expect us to accept it. That's basically it. Goodbye.